Hey, we're back for day two. Day two, guys. Welcome to the Comicsburgh show. Appreciate you coming on as usual. You lost him for a second. He's blanking in and out.
Camera's
like in back, like in back rooms, something like that.
Camera's all blurry again. I'm thinking about getting that Logitech 4K camera. This thing looks like it's blurry all the time.
Hey, let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right. So, like I said, welcome to the Comicsburgh show. This is Kickstarter special #1 launch day 2, the deuces. This is the day that we want to basically thank you guys for backing us. For everyone who backed so far in the beginning, just thank you guys for supporting. We got like a ton of support, sharing the project, letting people know that it's there and everything. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. What are you thinking so far, Marvin?
That's looking good. I think we did lose a backer or two yesterday, maybe, because thought it was at 50%, and then it's not at 50%.
Yeah, it's sort of step back a little bit, but hence the life and times of a Kickstarter and everything.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. So that's why we keep pushing. That's why we keep promoting. That's why we keep telling you guys to share and everything. Some people may run into a situation where, I don't have the money to do everything. So let me back out now and just go back a little later. So if you feel that you're in that position, hey, we got 45 days. That doesn't mean that you have to wait. So, if you got it, go ahead and do it. If you don't, like I said, we got like 45 days left on the project. Is plenty of time to just get this in. But just make sure that if you're able, we know you're out there working hard. We appreciate you even looking at the stuff and doing, a lot of the work to try to back us and help us out for what we're doing. Before we get into that, let's do like a little housekeeping. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. Also hit that notification button. So anytime that we're on, that we're on. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you as well. Make sure that you are hitting that share button. So anytime that we are on sharing, so you'll be able to share our project. So basically, make sure that you go to comicsburgh.com. You get all our social media links. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on X, formerly known as Twitter. We are on TikTok. Where Marvin does all of his crazy dances and stuff. At Comicsburgh. So make sure that you are following us there. Like I said. Yeah, so basically, and also make sure that you're leaving us some feedback too. So we are send us some feedback at info@comicsburgh.com. Let us know everything that you think about, what we got going on here at Comicsburgh. Of course, we got a podcast. Make sure that you are subscribing, to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play. We are on Spotify and also on Odyssey as well. All right. And of course, support your library. Can't say that enough. Enough said. But as we said before, this is our Kickstarter special one launch day 2. And like I said, we want to thank you guys for backing our project. So let's pull it up here and see what we got so far from $0 to today dollars. Let's see what we got here, Marvin. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and share this right quick. Marvin, tell us a little bit about the Edge Gods and Thunder that'll be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. So this is the volume 3 of the Edge, which covers issues 10 through 14. Issue 14 will be a double-sized issue. There were originally 15 issues in this series, but I had a gap problem between issues 14 and 15, so I decided just to do it in one issue. So God's Thunder is the organization in issue 1 who are trying to eliminate all superpowered people on the planet. But since they're regular humans and they've got no powers, they go out and find the baddest man on the planet to help them out. So this is Kyrad. He is an 8-foot tall hulking monster with a giant hammer that he's going to use to beat people into submission.
Just beat him down.
Right. So he can throw the hammer, but it won't come back to him because we can't do that. We're not allowed. He has to go pick it up.
Doesn't have that Thor boomerang type, feel,
Right.
but he can do the hammer though. So yeah, this looks crazy good. So we're at 107 followers so far. So make sure that you guys are, we'll put the links in the show notes and everything so you can follow that. And basically, just get that out there. So we
should be launching this in the next 2 weeks. All right. So originally was launching soon, but me being the guy who wants to try to get as much stuff available in it, I have some more stuff coming. I want to make sure to get to that Kickstarter. It should come tomorrow. So but I won't have time to get it all ready before Three Rivers Comic Con and then Heroes Con.
All right. Hey, well, it's coming and everything. So I know you guys, we got a lot of Edge fans out there. So I know you're excited about getting that. So make sure that you guys follow that. All right. So let's go get into like the Comicsburgh specials. So we have the special right here. We're at 19 backers so far on day 2. Woo, man, that is such a beautiful thing.
An update thanking everyone this morning. Who backed already.
All right. Yep. So yeah, we got the we're at 19 backers so far and everything, 44 days to go. So plenty of time to get your stuff in. We got a good, a array of different stuff going on here. We got the Beowulf. Well, just to give you guys what the Comicsburgh special is, it's a jumping on board point for stuff that you haven't really seen, or people who may have gotten the Edge and hasn't seen Beowulf or Theme of Thieves. You'll be able to get this in a Comicsburgh special. It's a first edition print version of different a 7-page showcase of different stories, within the Comicsburgh collective, from like Trillion, from like the Edge, Theme of Thieves, Beowulf, and Herrenberg, and also Incubator Productions, and basically the special previews feature. I can't even talk today. Everything. It helps to find the next stage of our creator own collective. And like I said, we're using this first limited print run, which will only be in select stores. So it won't be all available all over the U.S. We'll try to get in as many stores as possible. But in case you can't get yours in stores, the whole purpose of this Kickstarter is for you to get yours exclusively, within this. And what you will get in that exclusive, in this exclusive run, is you'll get a hand number copy. You'll get a signed copy from all the creators. You'll get a special cover, which is this cover that you'll see right here. It has a crossover collection of the different Comicsburgh, popular characters. Like I said, from Trillion, like from Theme of Thieves, Herrenberg, Beowulf, Incubator Productions, The Edge. You see all that within the cover, and it's going to either be a wraparound or gatefold cover. We'll finalize that in about a few weeks. But you'll get that within this first edition print, which will not be printed again. So if you're thinking, okay, I can just wait, just get into the stores, when it comes into the stores, I can just pick up my copy and just be on. So no, get it now. Get it while it's in its first edition print. And like I said, this is basically like a preview special of every feature of the best stuff that Comicsburgh has to offer and everything. If you haven't seen Herrenberg, this will give you a chance to see what other Comicsburgh titles we have in that, as far as the stuff, and basically just give you a chance to go out and actually get the other stuff. And we got some really good, great goodies and stuff. So once you get into like the Kickstarter itself, you'll see like all the rewards that you'll get. We got some really great Comicsburgh swag with like stickers, the metal bookmarks and everything. It's just some really good stuff. So you'll get all that within select tiers and everything. We even got opportunities for different ads that if you want to come up and actually get your ad featured in the book itself, you'll be able to do that. It's 44 pages long. Like I said, limited print run. And we're super excited to to have you guys on board with getting everything, you know, in this. What are you thinking, Marvin?
I'm thinking that like we just press the button, man. Like if you I said before, is that if you can only pledge $1, pledge $1. If you can't pledge, share it with your friends. Share it with your friends, your family, your uncle, your cousins, your grandma, your grandpa, even people you don't like. Send it to them too. They might want it. They might buy it out of spite for you. Because we like, you know, out of spite, you know, spite.
Right. And you may be thinking like, DP, you know, already got your theme of thieves and everything. So I see some of your you know, some of the pages are already in there. Hey, that's fine, because just like how Image does with Skybound and the special they have with the Energon universe, we're featuring the different collection of stuff that you haven't seen. So if you jumped on board with the theme of thieves, you'll be able to actually get a good sample, a good you know, preview of what the Edge has to offer, you know, with like you know, the action adventure that comes with that. You'll be able to get like the fantasy adventure with Beowulf, you know, so it gives you a variety of different stuff that you can actually get, you know, within this special, plus like, you know, a few bonuses and everything. So like I said, you're getting an exclusive signed edition from all the creators. And it's, like I said, limited print run that will not be printed in the future. So it will definitely be worth something later down that line. All right.
You got to get a slab too. So now you got to send it over to, what's it, CGC or one of those places to get it in the slab.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Pristine copy. All right. So we want to thank, you know, the backers so far that have come on board for this project. So thanking, you know, you guys so far has been just a beautiful thing. So I just want to give a quick list of everyone who's back so far. Andrew Kaplan, you know, thank you for pledging. Jim Grinshaw, thank you for pledging to the Comicsburgh special. Who else we got here? We got Bradley Walker, thank you for pledging and bringing this project to life. Stuart Broners, you know, thank you. Paige is in the house, another Comicsburgh, you know, member and everything. Does like Daisy Chain, Blowtorch, Beer and Bullets. You know, he got some really good stuff. So you guys got to check out Paige's stuff. Thank you for, you know, obviously the support and stuff. Shay Denur, so thank you as well. Zeke Springer, you know, I recognize him from, you know, a lot of our Theme of Thieves stuff. So thank you for pledging there. Juan Morales, appreciate you. You know, thank you for pledging. Mark Boss, thank you for, you know, pledging to the Comicsburgh special. J. Kenneth Riviere, thank you for pledging. Rand, you know, just RAN, you know, he got to be dope just having one name, you know, just Rand. And then we also got War Dog, just War Dog. That's it, you know. Patrick Sharp, thank you for, you know, pledging. Andrew L. Finch, my man. So he's been a dedicated Theme of Thieves, you know, supporter from the jump. You know, I talked with him on like the on the phone and everything, and we discussed like, you know, the thieves and stuff. You know, he's basically like a Thieves super fan, so I appreciate his support. He does everything. He tries to support everything that I do, and hopefully, you know, he'll be supporting more of the Comicsburgh stuff. He, you know, shouts us out on, you know, his channels and all that stuff. So Andrew, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Rob Jones, appreciate you. Thank you. RJ Burks, thank you for supporting the Comicsburgh special. Dakota Constant, thank you. You know, and also last but not least, Lawrence Bell, you know, thank you for supporting the Comicsburgh special.
Appreciate every dollar, every cent that anybody's willing to part with, because I know everybody works hard for their money, and sharing that with us, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, you work hard, you know, Friday check comes and everything. You're trying to decide what to spend it on. For you to do it on us, we definitely appreciate that. So, and like I said, we're almost halfway to go. So we're you know, on there. So hopefully halfway through the campaign, or even maybe this week, we can, you know, reach goal. You know, we'll see.
Keep an eye out for new add-ons and things like that coming on to there. So. If you've already pledged, feel free to come back in and hit those add-ons.
Yeah, and we'll be giving you guys updates soon and let you know what we'll be adding on, getting into like the swag bucket and everything. You know, we want to make sure that you guys are maximized for everything that you're going to get with Comicsburgh. Because bottom line is we want to make sure that, you know, the expansion of the brand is out there. You know, make sure everyone is knowing about Comicsburgh, and we want to make sure that you get the most bang for your buck. you know, with this special that's out there. So again, we thank you. You know, thank you for everything that you got. Make sure that you guys are going to comicsburgh.com for the latest updates as far as everything Comicsburgh related. Make sure that you're following us on at Comicsburgh all over social media. And definitely share us and let us, if you're not into the stuff that we do but like to support us, you know, like I said, give that $1 if you can and everything. You don't necessarily have to receive a product, but you can actually, you know, donate and, you know, just give your you know, fun thing right there. But yeah, I mean, anything else, Marvin?
No, I said that if you're watching us on the YouTube, hit that smash that like button and follow Comicsburgh, because you never know what's coming next.
It's always a beautiful thing. So thanks again for you guys, and we'll be back soon. We'll be back hopefully with a Comicsburgh show early next week, you know, with Grant Lankard, the writer and creator of Beowulf. You know, he's one of the artists and writers and creators in the Comicsburgh special. So we'll be featuring all of them, you know, within and give you a more in-depth purview of everything in the you know, Comicsburgh special with all the creators, you know, individually and everything. So I'm excited all about that. But thank you guys again for joining us tonight, and we'll see you when we see ya.